Hello, people. Welcome to Your View. Thanks for joining us. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-hosts here. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Murayo.
YK in the building.
Yo.
How you doing, YK?
I'm fine. I'm very fine. Congratulations, Nima.
Yes,
She had a beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. But that's not even what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about your cows, TVC.
YK. How the cow might concern
The cows
you?
are getting skinnier.
I know, we've seen
Skinnier,
that.
but they're not feeding them now.
We observed that, actually.
That's animal rights.
In Nigeria, where is the law?
Why should you, if you want to kill them, if you're going to kill them,
don't worry.
I'm sure stab them to death. I think one died on Sunday.
One has not died.
They are
I
hailing you.
counted four
I
today.
saw.
I
want to just get a case
I saw
one.
Cows don't sleep like this. I saw one sleeping like this. So
I counted them this morning because I knew you might mention it. I counted the 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw them. They are
But
complete.
that one was lying
let's
down.
just get
It's
Keisha.
dying.
It's not dying. They're all right. Okay, Jerry.
Cows don't lie down like this. This is how they sit.
Well,
This
okay.
one was lying on the floor. Yakata, I know that.
How are you doing?
Does she want beef?
I don't want
doesn't
beef.
even eat
But look, this is recession. You cannot allow 4 cows to be wasting. Kill them if you are going to kill them and give
don't hear.
people.
We have heard.
Thank you.
The cows are dying.
We don't hear.
Thank you, YK.
Okay, how are you doing?
Me, they will give the beef. You, they will not give. I am doing
I don't
very
eat
well.
beef like that. I'm not a meat eater, but I must talk about it.
No problem. How are you doing, Jerry?
I'm doing very well. I have a public appeal to make this morning. You see, the rains have come again, after the August break, and we know that we will see potholes on our roads based on the rain. But citizens, residents, are causing potholes by washing their cars onto the roads. So there are many estates that I drive through, and I see that somebody who is washing car maybe right in front of his house. You can notice though that there's a hole gradually becoming big, and it's because of the water from your car. But they keep on washing their cars.
Never observed.
Some other people, they're washing the cars actually even in their house, but the water is draining onto the road.
If you're washing the plates, if you're having a bath, the same water is going to flow. You are washing in the toilet.
Those pass through pipes into the gutter.
Yes.
But these ones go on the streets.
Okay.
And they're damaging our roads.
Can I ask you a question? What of the road that is already bad?
No, but
where would you rather they wash
Like the one outside our house.
Let me tell you what you need to do.
Tar.
Most streets have
What of the
gutters in front of them. What you need to do is to channel the water that falls into your house. No, Murayo, just a small gutter inside your house to channel the water into the gutter, not on the road.
Okay, I don't get. I understand, but I don't totally understand.
Okay, let's move on.
I just want to ask her, what about the bad road and what about the rain that is falling on the bad roads?
I must acknowledge, let me not say we, because I have seen the roads being patched. I can say the patching isn't so good because it was patched and 2 days after it's already bad, but I can say that it's being patched and there is work going on. I was impressed by Jakonde. If you're coming from the island, that Jakonde bus stop I was impressed with the bypass. It will reduce traffic. So there's work is going on. Let citizenry do their part. I want to say that we should park at Thursday is fast approaching. Don't sit down. The shops shouldn't sit down and just not open up. They should come to the shop and clean up the drainages.
On Thursday?
Thursdays, every Thursday, markets don't open. So don't just sit down at home. Come on.
Congratulations to the Alakwere people.
What happened to them?
Those lanes have been opened. When I drive past the express, I just see their own special.
That's what I'm saying now.
The
The
special traffic is on the side, so they leave us alone to drive smoothly.
I'm so happy too.
Okay, I saw traffic on your side.
On Sunday.
It was a good one.
Yes, it's a good one. Congratulations to our governor. They opened the lanes, and even the one towards William Street and towards the exit of Ngbagada has opened too. So
might reduce traffic.
Yeah, it is actually
seriously reduce traffic. I see them went in their own traffic. I say, hey, this is just let us on the express move freely. But congratulations to them. I'm happy for them. All right, let's take a quick break. When we return, YK is in the. I said YK.
Lide is in the building.
Yo.
She'll be joining us a few minutes later. Stay with us and be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. All right, let's start with Punch this morning. Manufacturers back finance minister's call for interest rate cut. Pencom Sec OK's pension fund for infrastructure, and government plans asset sale to raise funds. Picture here of back to school from Lagos State, Rivers, Abuja, and Nasarawa. Pictures of students here starting their day one in school. New York bombing suspect Ahmad Rahimi arrested. Ribadu faults governor's security vote and long convoys. Boko Haram kills 6 civilians in Borno. Ekiti herdsmen jailed 2 years for grazing cows on farms. EFCC seals off ex-governor Shema's houses in Katsina. Judges giving conflicting judgments under probe, says CJN. And panel recommends cancellation of Ondo APC governorship primaries. And finally, rep set for rowdy session as National Assembly resumes today, Wednesday.
Please,
all right, so
I want to quickly just mention that former EFCC chair Ribadu was saying that to fight corruption in Nigeria, we must propagate transparency by stopping the security votes for governors. That it breeds corruption when you have monies that you
don't give
account for.
Yeah.
And that he said that the anti-corruption drive must start from the leadership.
Reiterating what you've always been saying from day one. So I think we're all speaking the same language, just for our leaders to.
I wanted to comment on the speed with which the suspected terrorist in America was found. The explosions happened on Saturday. 48 hours later, the pictures, within 24 hours, the pictures of the guy, thanks to CCTV technology, was spread everywhere. 24 hours after they put the pictures out, they found the guy. That is when the government says, we are investigating, they are investigating. We need to move from, like here the report is that, yes, sleep service, the bombing civilians. Let us use technology, reduce loss of life to move and protect people.
The funniest thing about the guy is, he did not have a house. He went to go and sleep at the bar, by the door of a bar. And that one identified him.
Because it's and
he was even armed. So when the police
accosted him, there was a shootout.
There was a shootout where he was injured. I think some policemen too were injured.
And this means he was treated humanely. He was treated well. They didn't just shoot him and just drag him. We need to...
Training,
there's a whole lot more to
training and funding for the Nigerian police. That's what I picked out of our discussion yesterday.
Moving on very quickly to The Nation. CJN, judges on the probe for conflicting decisions. Certain members of the bar are conspicuous in utilizing unethical, frivolous applications and appeals, multiplicity of actions in court of coordinate jurisdiction and other acts of calumny to frustrate the speedy dispensation of justice. I just have to quote a bit of that so understand what he's trying to do here. APC panel recommends fresh Ondo governorship primary. Osinbajo blames recession on militancy. Ambode inaugurates 114 roads in local government areas. All right, so Judge, who read the judge's story?
I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he was, the CJN, Chief Judge of Nigeria, was saying that a few judges who have given opposing judgments on similar cases are under investigation, that they're using the law wrongly. Because you know what the law is. Why would somebody say, Jumoke stole a cup, somebody says she's innocent? On the same case, someone else will say she's guilty, so they're trying to...
And justice is subject to, the law is subject to interpretation. The
by
judge
different
job,
judges.
yes, is to interpret. So as much as the CJN wants to investigate these judgments, I believe that we should use technology in the case where you have by the time you are judging a case, you can't have the same case in 2 courts at the same time. It's waste of manpower. Yeah, one. Number 2, you cannot have a judge already rule on something, then you quickly run to another court. That is, take this judgment online. So you use technology to...
No, you are just saying what I was going to say, because you cannot... I don't know why 2 courts will give a different judgment on the same case.
Yeah.
The same, and they are both high courts. Not that one is appeal court. High courts. I've been wondering why. I think he's coming out to say the right thing at the right time. That look, this is rubbish.
I don't think it's the judiciary.
I think it's the
on the
system. He should face the system.
No, but because they're interpreting the laws, so it's however best to suit them. And that's what he's trying to say. Like the lawyers must be accountable. You cannot be. You can't let the law. You can't manipulate the law for your own use.
I agree.
Right. Moving on very quickly to Daily Sun. $15 million. Patience Jonathan Spitfire. Release my money or face consequences. Ex-First Lady tells EFCC.
That's all right.
Matter in court. Anti-graft agency replies her that matter is in court. Picture here of students going back to school, buying their school materials. Conflicting judgment. NJC investigates judges. EFCC seals Shema's house in Katsina. Imo bans female circumcision.
Finally.
Good one.
APC may cancel Ondo Guba Primary. An anti-grazing law. Ekiti jails herdsman.
That's a good one too.
And I took that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to establish it? Go ahead.
Because I applauded him when he made the law, but this wasn't actually under the law because this man, Ali Aruno, 18-year-old, was caught in January this year. He was taken to court and it was proven that he was grazing on somebody's farm. He was grazing on Abdullahi Yahu and Bello Mohammed's farm. They have cash crops, maize, okra, and the value of those cash crops is about 3 million. And he was caught grazing and he was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. I think that this is a good step because we can't just keep doing lip service that, oh, these guys, we're going to investigate what they did wrong, we're going to hold them accountable, but take them to court, do it legally, don't attack each other, don't do behind the scene reprisal attacks. Let it go through the judicial process.
Okay, I wanted to quickly clarify because what it seems in all the articles, and I read this same article in The Nation and The Punch, was like Ali Aruna is being jailed with the new law. That's not what's happening because the new law, the punishment is 6 months. But he had been arraigned since January. He cannot be jailed for a law that came after his offense. He's being jailed for a subsisting, existing law.
Okay.
No, but I don't know. Our president, when he was president in '84, he killed people now.
For new laws.
No, for new laws.
Okay,
and
we're reviewing the papers, so let us not go.
$15
Let's
million.
not go. Let's not
I'm
go back
just saying.
there. But $15 million. Our ex-wife, our ex-president's wife, said that she's going to
hard-earned money. Hard-earned money.
Hey.
They had no rights, and that
court.
she's taking the EFCC to court.
Well, release my money. What is that?
Yes.
It's true that they should release her money. Why would they just hold down her $15 million?
How did she
It is
earn
wrong.
$15 million?
That will not concern anybody. They should first of all release
It's our business. She was a public office holder.
She wasn't a public officer.
Well, she was married to a public office holder.
And
so their life is...
Yes. When it becomes to women, it's Suleiman Lahu. All of your voice will be so loud. Yeah. There was you.
You know me, I usually defend women.
So please, let's retain our defense. Let's retain our defense.
Pepe, no, please just come and tell us the job that you did to earn this money. Bam, they'll give you your money.
No, apart from that, look, please, the money was not even in her name. And that's why EFCC touched it, because there were some ghost owners of the account.
The houseboys and the owners of the
So they now touch the money, and then you will now have the audacity to come and say,
you must be very confident.
No. There's something.
Or she knows something that the rest of us do not know. And she's just telling them, release my money.
You guys, I'm so disappointed in you.
No, but I'm supporting her now.
We love you.
Her now. Yeah, I even like her.
Ex-president, president, I'll be ex-wife of president. Me, I'm behind you. That money should not. They shouldn't touch your money. It's your personal money.
She's ex-first lady. She's not ex-wife of president.
Whatever
She's married.
All of the above.
Her husband was afraid she was going to divorce him.
That's what I meant. Ex-first lady. Me, I support you. I'm behind you. Like that.
There is God, though.
It's your money.
There is God.
Let nobody be sharing
all this money you are sharing. All this money you are seizing.
This day, let's share to this side, please. Okay? Final paper. Saraki. Senate's mandate this session is economy. All right, you don't hear. Says we must get the nation out of recession in the shortest possible time. And they're going to invite experts and economic management team to help them discuss this issue. NJC investigates judges delivering conflicting judgment. We talked about that. Federal government to raise $2 billion from concession of Lagos, Kano, and Port Harcourt Maiduguri rail. And the idea shows seeks interest rate reduction to boost growth. I read that article.
Yeah.
Interest is trying to get this because they are going to announce the interest rates today. And it's trying to get them to please reduce it, because if you do that, that reduces the cost of servicing those loans.
And the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria also said that they're totally in support of reducing interest rates.
We're waiting for Emefiele to announce. So hopefully we get less, because the interest rate is crazy.
Yeah.
But help me ask the senators that they are just waking up to economy as an issue. Economy has been an issue since last year. Since last year, they're not saying now is economy.
They've been on holiday.
So,
but 3 months recess. How many months? 2 months recess.
Are they being paid all through that 3 months?
Of course.
Let's take a break. That one
that's not our topic. They collect 12 months salary.
That's not what.
Even though they work, they take 3 months.
That's what we can take on front page.
30 million a month.
When we return, right? We're supposed to be speaking with people from P&G. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. Now, while Nigerians, unfortunately, we're supposed to have a guest from P&G, but I hear they're stuck in traffic because of the rain. So we'll just discuss a topic that's been trending over the weekend. Nigerians are still yet to get over the poor preparation that led to the woeful outing, not woeful, I wouldn't say woeful, poor outing of the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Barrister Solomon Dalong, has made a statement that got people infuriated. He said that the disabled athletes have shown that all you need is a winning mentality and not too much preparation. They trained under the same condition with their able-bodied counterparts. Now, what are your thoughts on this? As I said, the story trended all weekend, so we wanted to do different angles. You can call us on 070-80668014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect so we can hear your thoughts. We're going to bring in our guests when they're coming much later. But we have Lyda in the building.
Where's my camera?
How have you been?
I've been great.
Good to have you
I'm
back.
wearing lemon to let you know that when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
All right.
And I have made lemonade. You remember I said I do alaga?
Yes, I saw the
We had
picture.
to do alaga. Egg badum.
So they imported you.
Yes, so.
Market is good.
No, let me give you guys this slogan. The economy of heaven is not in recession.
Yes, so.
Tap into that.
Okay, all right. So let us talk about our topic today. You guys have been hearing about Dalong. What's his
the
response?
first thing we need to do before we go on to the Minister of Sports, whom some people are wondering why he hasn't been sacked yet, is to congratulate our Para-Olympians for 12 medals.
Wow.
8 of them gold.
Imagine that.
You know.
Yeah.
And because they did not too badly. Now what happened was that if they trained, people are saying that they may have come home with more medals. But our Minister of Sports, Dalong, is not seeing it like that. He's seeing it that all you need is the winning mindset. You don't need to train. That he's wondering why our able-bodied athletes did not come home with as many medals when they trained, you know, under the same conditions as the Paralympians.
Interesting.
It's, I think it's an unfortunate statement. That shouldn't have come from any minister.
It is.
But
I took it that he was trying to say, look, you've been blaming us that we didn't do our work well and give them all the tools they needed. But these people that are even not able-bodied people have been able to achieve. And it's wrong for him to say that because it's not about the ability per se. When he says that people didn't come with the winning spirit, I mean, that guy that we all know as, I never expected it.
Enjoy.
That guy that came in second with the hits.
Yeah, the guy that was walking.
That goes, I never expected it. We never expected it either. You know, and to have these people bring back all those medals. And then there was a documentary I think I saw of past participants.
Yes.
Walking in the likes of Ojo Elegba as bus conductor saying, they came back to nothing. True. So that's what they should focus on.
Yeah, but you see, and we always hear of this statement that says you can't give what you don't have. Now, these countries train for years,
True.
and then they come to the Olympics, and we see them carrying home medals, and then we expect magic. We expect either some miracle from heaven or just a winning mentality to just get it happen. Is that, I want us to take it a bit further away from this, because that's probably how we see things generally in Nigeria. We expect the supernatural, just something to just happen, to make us just pray and it will happen.
Money will land on
Yes,
you. It's not by
so
default.
it's a general mentality across Nigeria. So the long saying is not just because it's Dalong, it's almost like a Nigerian thing. You don't need to learn to go to schools and go and just read all the books. No, just have one uncle that can just link you up with one good job and you're good to go.
Morayo, Dalong saying it would bring backlash because he is responsible for the sport.
This time around.
Yes, he's responsible for the sports and our turnout at every sporting event right now. Is his responsibility. So knowing that it's your responsibility, now saying that they shouldn't blame you, they should just have a winning mindset, it's wrong. It's shelving your responsibility. And I think it should be held accountable. And I'm surprised that our president has not done anything decisively against him, considering how well he has shown that he's not taking his job seriously.
But look,
Could I make-
listen, Mariah just said is a trend in Nigeria, that we believe that things should be handed to us on a plate.
Yeah, exactly.
So he is thinking like a Nigerian.
Yes.
Now, what we have to do now is to
Change the mindset.
Yes, change the mindset.
Of all
look,
Nigerians.
I will give you an example. When I was still in my brother's band, there was this girl that was dancing. She was in the Positive Force, and she was a student in Unilag. And then she was having exams, and she found out that as she came on tour to earn dollars, someone was doing her exam for her in Unilag. And then somebody found out and reported her. And then I heard her gossiping with another dancer. And they were saying, people are wicked, Sha. See how they covered me. Eh? What's here, bro? You know, so I looked at her and said,
something unethical.
come, you are here earning money. Somebody's writing your exam. Money, that's wrong now. You are either you shelve the tour, and you can't.
Eat your cake and have it.
She looked at me, the eye she gave me, she carried me with her. And then the other two, they looked at me.
So you are bad belly because you're
I'm bad belly because I was telling her the truth. You cannot go on tour and then somebody's writing your exam for you and you say you are qualified.
And you say that they are wicked to you.
And you say that they're wicked to you. It's the mindset of Nigerians. So, Minister.
I wanted to add a point. You know, when they do the narration of all the medals won, and you see the top countries, you know that even in life, with their economies, they tend to be the top. With economy,
so when you see UK,
running countries,
US, China,
US, China, getting most of the medals, it's all about this same mentality that you're talking about. When we start thinking right, we start doing right.
But then again, it took the president 6 months to choose these ministers. We
would have
assumed
thought
at the time that he was choosing people who would be exemplary, people that we can emulate, people who would come with the change mantra to change. If it is the mindset of Nigerians, we voted change.
Okay,
so
you
we
voted
wanted something
change.
different. So our sports minister should be the change that we want to see. Especially when you're saying change begins with me, you should exemplify that. You should, your entire body, your stance, your speech.
Can I ask you?
I
need to ask Jumoke a question. Jumoke, what sports did he do?
They say he was a prisons officer.
Okay,
so when you keep on choosing ministers who are not, it's not their.
It's not
their
their
forte.
core competence.
Yeah.
This is what you will
Let me give you
get.
an example now. Our governor of Lagos State, I heard recently, I don't even know how true it is, but it was a report I heard that he was going to be reshuffling. He might be reshuffling his cabinet because there are people that are not working, that he feels are not performing. And we've seen from his work he's been doing so far that he's taking everything head on. Every single area, we can see the changes within Lagos State. Even a blind man will tell you that Lagos is moving ahead, which is the same thing which Jumoke is trying to say. Like, listen, yes, we came in with the change mantra. We got Nigerians to believe in this change. Now, everybody who is in the ministry must be actually reinforcing that change. And we're not seeing that in the sports. And our president or our leaders should see that, listen, sports is an important aspect of our economy because we can actually make a lot of money from sports.
Let me say
what I'm saying is, if somebody is a prisons officer,
yes,
a former prisons officer.
Let's not go there. I don't want to go there.
No. How is he going to know?
Well, let me say, it's not about the
like
prison officer or not being the prison officer. He's been there for like a year and then some, right? Olympics has 4-year intervals. This is the point I want to make. if our system was right in the first place, whether we change governments or not, things would still move seamlessly. So forget the fact that we're saying, oh, the change is not what we think it should be. Where it's reflective here is not a matter of this change issue. It's the way we've been programmed to work.
Fantastic.
From the first
so let me take this call.
Okay.
Kayode from Akuti, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Please go ahead. Thanks for calling.
Good morning. How are you today?
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you are all blessed.
Thank you, sir.
Amen. Thank you.
I just want to make a brief contribution towards our performance at the Olympics. I remember some years past, the late Ty Solani of blessed memory commented on this Olympic issue. Countries that participate at Olympics and win medals, they don't wait till the 11th hour before they make preparations.
Oh.
Now, the Olympics has just finished. Now, it's just like Nigeria politics. It's just a term of 4 years. The Olympics comes once in 4 years. Now, if you look at the scenario in Nigeria now, we're just about a year plus with this tenure in government. The politicians that want to come in 2019, they are already doing spade work now, as I'm speaking with you.
True.
In their various constituencies. They are meeting day and night, preparing for 2019. Now, we've just concluded the Olympics. It is when the Olympics remains just 2-3 months, we start gathering at least to go and participate at the Olympics. Countries who win medals at Olympics, now that they finish the Olympics, they must have identified their weaknesses and at the same time their strengths.
Yeah.
This is the time they will start preparing for the next 4 years. That is why they are able to win medals at the Olympics.
Exactly.
Nigeria will wait till it remains just 90 days, 3 months to the time. They start making ad hoc arrangements.
All right, thank you.
Which is what
Thank you. We have to round up this segment. Yes.
If it's been working like that in the system before, it would be seamless.
We need to, because the system, you mentioned the system, he mentioned the system. Government will come, government will go, but the system should remain the same. And as a people, there are three things that I noticed from your statement. One, what we do as a society, blame. We blame the next person. We shift blame to the next person. 2, we avoid taking responsibility. 3, we wait for miracles to happen. We need to deal with those issues.
But I think, before we round up, I think it's important to note that our leaders must remember that everything they say is important. Every single thing. Their utterances are so important. So maybe they need to go and get some coaching on how to speak, on how to say, choose your words carefully.
Yeah.
You know, like an RDJ will always tell you, I mean, there's got to, what you say is, because everything he's saying that we're analyzing it, even our president, his body language, there's certain things you say that will let us know if you really believe in what you're preaching to us.
That's why they say any loro. Words are like an egg. You cannot bring it back. So when you say it, just...
It's the lack of sensitivity.
Okay, let's go for a quick
be prepared for the repercussions.
Let's play for a quick commercial. When we come back,
We might still continue.
we might have to continue because our guests are visiting on the Ian today. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
All right, welcome back. I'm told our friends from Procter & Gamble are still not here. I guess they're stuck in traffic. So we're going to continue our conversation earlier concerning the Paralympians. And also, generally, we can even shift to the mentality of Nigerians because, as I said, this is not just about Dalong. This is a Nigerian factor where, it's shifting blame all the time. But another thing I was going to say, which I kind of lost right now, but let me jump to tweets. Yes.
Race Bees Consult said, change takes time. It doesn't just happen. It is like a seed sown, nurtured, if good harvest is anticipated. Bukomi Preacher says, without reasonable change in sports, come 2020, we will not even qualify for the Olympics. And know that the GO can pray us into
Okay,
that.
let me take this call from Alagbado. Oladayo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning. Thanks for calling. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I would like to contribute about the Dogara padding issue.
Dogara.
Yeah.
Dogara and Dalong.
Actually, I've been following that story for a long time. But the fact remains that the president is not really fighting corruption.
All right, that's not our topic today. I don't like us to digress. I'd rather us talk about what we're talking about, please. I do apologize.
I like to take one to it. Polycarp Modu says, why blame Dalong for what he said? Who is Minister of Sports in USA, UK, and other countries that do well? Ola Milekon said, mindset, my food. Nothing has ever been the reward of good thinking athletes in this country. They don't reward good thinking athletes in this country, and I think we need to work on that.
Can I take some tweets?
Yes, please.
Pearl says, it shows the misconceptions, jaundice view surrounding physically, medically challenged people. Dolani Robert says the Paralympians have shown Nigerians physical challenge people that ability is disability. The coach, Olatunde Raji says the coach of the power lifters, Fei Sheton, is worth high recommendations. Despite good offers from other nations, he's stuck with us.
Jason Sofumi said, mindset is not enough to win. Effective efforts added to mindset makes a winner. Chika Okoli says, I personally feel the president should reshuffle his cabinet and sports minister should be redeployed to another ministry.
Okay, let me take this call from Marvelous. Are you there? From
Hello,
K2.
good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Marvelous.
morning.
Please, I quickly want to talk about what Jumoke said about Patience Jonathan not being a public office holder. She was a public office holder. She was the permanent secretary of Bayelsa for 3 years.
That's true.
So she was involved in public service. And back to the topic, I feel that the log has not made us proud. Because we heard the statement, but back to back. Even when our players were stuck in Atlanta, where was it? We heard what he said. He said, why should they go there? Why should they there? And when he bought the plane, he bought a 23-seater plane instead of 27 that those people were. We have heard the statement over and over again. I think President Buhari should do the needful and change him and bring another sports minister that can move our team forward and that can make our team progress. Thank you.
Reverend says,
Thanks for Marvelous. Yes.
If I have my way, this is one of the ministers that need to be sacked. Even in glaring incompetence, he is still proud. Olasunkomi says, Dalong was wrong with that statement. Our Paralympians have always been around the stadium. It's a way of life for them. Kayode says, can somebody tell Dalong that mindset will only be set if you feel accepted and acknowledged by the people you are working for and working with?
I really love that. I really love that tweet because if you don't appreciate your sports, because I wasn't in the country when they interviewed some Nigerian, and they were so upset.
Bitter.
They were upset.
True.
How do you want people who are upset to perform well? Yeah. You have not treated them right from the onset. You haven't trained them. You didn't make sure that they had air flights to go, and then you now disgrace them. No.
Let me take this call from Ayo. Ayo from Ikeja. Are you there? Ayo, please go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For me, I think this early preparation, there's a particular country that they said before the Olympics.
Oh, Ayo, yes, lady.
I was saying that while they were even in Rio and they were talking to them in the camp, I think the meters race where, what do they call it? Like the relay race.
Yes.
Yeah. That the guys were saying themselves that they came because it's always been their dream to come to the Olympics and they've worked as best as they can with their own resources, but that it really upset them and vexed their spirit that the minister would say, or some people had said, that you people should consider yourself lucky. We're doing you a favor by letting you even go.
Can you imagine?
I also heard them say that they were only representing Nigeria because they needed to represent a country in the Olympics. If not, they were the ones taking that nothing, no kits, no feeding, no allowances, nothing. People who were running athletes,
And so, but when it comes to accountability,
one of the things is that a lot of Nigerians did sports for other countries and excelled.
Yes.
A lot of Nigerians.
That lady who was rowing boats, she's a Nigerian.
Yeah, so if you can do it for another country, it's because that means there's a.
But she rode for Nigeria.
So she rode representing Nigeria, but she sponsored herself.
Yeah,
she sponsored herself
because she needed to represent a country.
Exactly.
Was the
Let me
only
take this
reason.
call from Egbeda. Good morning. Temidai, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning. I think the sports minister should be relieved of his position. I'm not sure if he knows what he's doing. Because if you are responsible, you will know the right thing to do. What is he talking about mindset? What is the meaning of mindset? if you take care of, if you do what you are supposed to do, you won't be talking about mindset. We have different things entirely about mindset. If you don't take care of them, when fighting is not worth taking care of, then what mindset do you expect them to have?
All right. There's something
Definitely
called.
So, may I quickly take a few tweets before you go? Rescue agent says if Buhari wants Dalong to perform, let him go back to the prison because this man has the mindset of a prisoner. Adeogun says, Jumoke, you are right. We voted for change, not to abuse anybody. Stop men and women. Sister Yeni Dalong is not a sportsman. Dolani Robert says, this lackadaisical attitude makes so many Nigerians to join other countries that will provide all the equipment that they need to train. Emmanuel Paul says, ladies, I don't completely blame the Minister of Sport. Giving a scout boy sporting responsibility, what do you do?
All right, so let me hang in there. Let's talk about comments. So,
but doesn't even want to come in at this point in time.
No, I wanted to talk about the fact that people are clamoring for Dalong to be sacked, and the fact that some ministers have been seen to be lacking in the duty. Why are we not asking our leaders what exactly is expected of each minister to do while they are in that position? What is the expectation? So when they fall short, you know how to hold them accountable and then pull them down if they're not doing the right thing. Because the government is being judged based on the performance of the ministers. It's not the president can't by himself do anything on his own. The ministers are working, and they're working collectively to change what is going wrong in the society.
Let me take this call. Thanks, my Degwega, are you there?
Good morning.
Yes, thanks for calling. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. See, there is something I want to say. Nigeria, here in Nigeria, I don't know why we like being sentimental most times. One, Dalong doesn't have anything to do with sports. Maybe he's a loyalist to Mr. President. That was why he was speaking to that post as a sports minister.
Oh, yes. Okay, we need to take a break. Why can't you want to say something else?
A square peg in a round hole. This is the problem of Nigeria. You don't put a square peg in a round hole. Keep on. Look, like that guy said, let him be Minister of Prisons. He will do well.
There was a gentleman that came to our show. He's an old footballer. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's a minister in the making.
Are you sure?
No, that's, you know, because you see what I'm saying.
Let them understand what
they will know, because they have felt. If you put somebody who was there before, he has felt the pain of the sports in Nigeria, so he will know what to do. Hopefully, not that he will get there.
No, but I'm not sure he's interested in the job.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
There's a Chioma Ajunwa that could be consulted about these things. I don't know why she cannot be made a sports minister, because she did a write-up. They interviewed her when they were talking about Nigerians represented in Rio, and that what were her experiences at the time, as opposed to what they experience now, which was more or less the same.
Okay, all right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we hope our guests are here. If not, we'll continue to talk on this topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Yes, welcome back. Now we have our guest from Procter & Gamble. She's here to talk very quickly about the hashtag My Future Stands Today initiative, which starts today actually, initiative. She is the CEO of Flying Doctors, Dr. Ola Orekunrin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know you're running late because there was traffic out there, but very quickly, we're about to run up the show, but tell us about this initiative.
I'm really, really grateful to be a part of the initiative and to be speaking about it, because I'm really, really passionate about female empowerment, especially in our area of the world where a lot of young girls don't have access to education, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. So what Procter & Gamble is aiming to do is they're aiming to give more women access to education, more young women access to education, by doing a scholarship for about 100 young ladies from all over the country, enabling them to be able to access education for people that can't afford it. They're also holding a mentorship session where they'll get some of the best speakers from the areas of business, from public service, and from enterprise and government to come in together as role models, really, to speak to them and to inspire them about real possibilities for their careers after they've finished their education. So it's super exciting, and it's a great opportunity for a lot of young women.
How do young women get involved? How do they be a part of this? What do they have to do?
There's a hashtag for it, actually. So if you go onto the Procter & Gamble website, you can see that there's a Procter & Gamble Nigeria, there's a hashtag that you can get involved in. And basically they're holding a competition, there's an essay competition as well for any young women can apply for the essay competition. I've not been briefed on the topic, but there will be a number of topics that the essay can be addressing, and that will also be part of the program where any young woman can really get involved in that, write an essay, and perhaps be one of the runners-up for a number of really exciting prizes.
I read that the age gap for this is between 11 and 16.
Absolutely.
But I'm not sure that those that really need this initiative will be able to access
the website,
the website or hashtag, because it's a scholarship for them. So how do you intend to get to the schools, the rural schools
who need it the most?
That need it?
Absolutely, and I think you make a really good point. A lot of the number in statistics for women in Nigeria, the drop-off rate is actually not at primary school level, it's at secondary school level. So you see the most numbers of young women dropping out at secondary school level. So there's also going to be outreach programs to these rural areas to make sure that we're not leaving anybody behind with this initiative and we're being all-encompassing. And also the mentorship session as well that we'll be holding, we'll be bringing in, trying to reach out to those remote areas. And obviously Procter & Gamble has that reach because they're delivering goods to those areas to be able to bring in some of these young women that might feel a bit isolated from these programs or may not have the data access to access the initiative via the internet. So that's a really important point, and thank you for asking that question.
Okay, so is this going to run yearly or it's just 2016?
Right now it's a pilot, and it's for 2016 initially. And once we get a bit of traction and obviously see what the response is from young women, we'll be able to tailor our needs more accurately to the
2016 is almost over.
But let me throw this at you. As the CEO of Flying Doctors, how did you get Procter & Gamble involved in this project?
It's actually not my project, it's a Procter & Gamble project. But I speak a lot, I gave a TED talk 2 years ago about gender and women, and I speak a lot about women's issues. So they actually approached me and asked whether I would be happy to speak about this project and contribute to the project. And because it's one of the things that I'm really, really passionate about, especially particularly in Nigeria, where I see a lot of women not being able to access these opportunities, I thought it was a fantastic collaboration for both of us.
Great stuff. So what's Procter? I know this is a good one. Are there other plans? Do you think Procter & Gamble is planning for women? Because I know they have a lot of products that are related to women.
Absolutely.
So what else are they working on? Because people need to know that they're involved in women affairs. Aside from this one, is there anything else?
Absolutely. I don't know of any others at the moment, but I can tell you Procter & Gamble is very interested in working with women, very interested in working with Nigerians. In fact, Procter & Gamble, I don't know if you know this, but their investment in Nigeria is probably one of the largest investments, foreign investments in Nigeria outside the oil and gas industry.
Wow.
So they've really tried to bring the importance of Nigeria in Africa and in the rest of the subcontinent, West Africa.
So will you be one of the ones mentoring the young girls? Will you have time to do that?
Absolutely. I mean, the initial mentorship session, I'm going to be there as a mentor, and I'm going to have a group of girls which come to the office regularly that I can have one-on-one sessions as well to mentor.
So is the Ministry of Education collaborating on this?
Not now, no. But it's a private initiative from Procter & Gamble for their CSR.
So we need to round up. So very quickly, young girl watching right now goes to the hashtag Future Stats Today.
Yep.
And then what does she do? She just registers? Or?
Absolutely. You can register online. You can use the hashtag and tweet at Procter & Gamble, and you'll get a reply on your DM either on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Fantastic. And it's I think they're a bit, well, previously, I feel a bit old now, but I would have liked to do it by email. But this is a really social media-driven campaign because it's aimed at a certain target market of that 11 to 16 who are really, really good with social media. That's the most
so
Thank
they
you.
Have to follow.
Yeah.
They have to follow Procter & Gamble before they can
use the hashtag.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for coming. I know you came a bit late, but you're able to knock it off, which is good.
Thank you very much.
That's all we can take on the show today. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.